Hey, how you doing there, my dear friends? It's Dan. I'm live in Fort Myers, Florida, beautiful Fort Myers. This is actually attempt number 2 on this video. I tried about 20 minutes ago and something went wrong. Something happened to the signal and I don't know what. I don't know. I'm not technically savvy enough to know why, but it failed. And so I'm going to try again here and we'll see what happens. I got a thought for you though. God reveals himself. The reason we know about God, the way that we know about God is because God has revealed himself. He's the initiator. He has revealed himself to us. But there's an interesting aspect regarding the nature of God's revelation of himself. You see, God does not reveal himself in such a way that everybody is forced to acknowledge him. It's not the same with everyone, but typically he doesn't reveal himself in this sort of completely undeniable, just overwhelming, knock somebody to the ground kind of a way. He actually leaves enough room for doubt for those who genuinely desire to avoid him. So it works like this. We can know that God exists. We can know God if we're willing, if we are willing. On the other hand, if we want to avoid God, if we don't want to acknowledge, if we don't want God in our lives, we can do that too. We can choose to live that way. You say, Dan, why would God do that? Why would he operate like that? Well, part of the reason for this subtlety on God's part has to do with love, believe it or not, with love. See, God wants us to freely choose to love him. The key word there is choose. He wants us to choose to love him. See, we all inherently understand, we know this, in our hearts we know that an important aspect of the value of love, of genuine love, has to do with choice. A love that's forced is not real love. We all know that. None of us, nobody watching this video would treasure a love that was forced upon us. Or we would not treasure the love of someone who's forced to love us. We all know that would not be the same as the love of someone who has freely chosen to love us. Somebody who wants to love us. It's so much different, right? So, it's very fair for us to think about the issue in this way. Do you want to see God? Do you want to know God? Seriously, really, do you really want to have a genuine experience with God? He has revealed himself if we're willing. In the book of Jeremiah in the Old Testament, Jeremiah chapter 29, God says, "You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart." He's there. You can see him. You can know him if you're willing.